Happy Sunday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club Live. Step inside the lounge, grab your drink of choice, and settle in. Here at Dave's After Dark, we stir up memories, test your smarts, and maybe, just maybe, teach you something new along the way. We do go live most Sundays and usually on Wednesdays as well at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific time. Now the doors swing open and the lights go down low, and this is when the trivia starts to flow. While the robots quickly paint each scene, I serve up the clues, and you will take your best guesses as we will move through tonight's categories. Now tonight we're first going to visit the top 20 Julia Roberts movies. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And then next we're going to take a look at the top 20 endangered animals in the world. So that should be fun. And then finally, we do have an optional surprise bonus round available if we have some hardcore enthusiasts in the house later on. Now, this isn't just a trivia show. It's a fast-paced gauntlet of art, memory, and mystery. Let's see how many you can guess before the brush finishes the final stroke. Now, I wanted to quickly mention our sponsor, davidhansenart.com. That is indeed me, where you can now find our live cover art like you've been seeing behind me, and all the related wall art and merchandise products for your total enjoyment. You can get to that from the link on my channel page or at davidhansenart.com. All right, now be sure to check in down in the chat. Say hello. This is where you're going to be throwing out your guesses, or you can just hang out with the rest of the crew as well. Now, I see King's in the house. Hey, King, what's going on? I see Arena's here. The early birds have arrived. Always good to see some early birds. Now, let's just get it going, huh? Let's fire up the robots and queue up our first video file. That means I have to go over here and push a button. So we will do that. Now, this is where I say, you know the rules. The robots paint and you guess. And I will give you a few clues along the way, which sometimes are helpful, sometimes not. Now again, top 20 Julia Roberts movies. So, we're doing it countdown style, so first couple are the hardest probably. So good luck. All right, this film pairs Julia Roberts with another beloved Oscar winner in a midlife story about second chances. It features a protagonist who returns to community college after losing his job. Roberts plays a somewhat jaded public speaking professor. The film was both co-written and directed by her co-star. All right, so we're going to want to get this movie. What was the name of this movie? And then if you can name her co-star, that would be awesome as well. This is 2011, if that's helpful at all. The movie's scooter riding scenes were inspired by her co-star's own love of vintage motor scooters. Didn't see it. Me neither. I didn't see it either. Actually, I think I caught part of it somehow. I don't think I went to the movie to see it though. I don't know. All right. Well, this is Larry Crown was the name of the movie. It was just the guy's name, and of course it's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is the co-star, of course. Oh, you knew it. Okay, just a slow internet. You knew it. King, of course, knew it all. All right, number 19. Now, I did see this one. In this film, Robert steps into the world of 1980s geopolitics. Her character is a wealthy Texas socialite with strong political influence. He works alongside a U.S. congressman and a CIA operative. That was good. The plot revolves around covert operations in Afghanistan. Sounds familiar. Now, she co-stars with Tom Hanks again and my look-alike, Philip Seymour Hoffman. You see the resemblance? All right, does anybody remember this film? 2007, if that's helpful at all. The real-life socialite that Julia Roberts portrayed in this movie was nicknamed the sixth member of Congress for her political clout. Anybody know? Charlie Wilson's War, 2007. There you go. Tom Hanks again. Dang it. If you haven't seen the movie King, it's not bad. Check it out. It's kind of interesting about us wanting to fight the Russians by helping the Afghanistan rebels. Number 18. Set in the 1950s, this film takes place at a conservative women's college. This picture's kind of generic, so listen to the clues. Roberts plays an art history professor. Her character challenges traditional gender roles and societal expectations. The cast includes Kirsten Dunst, Julia Stiles, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. Kirsten Dunst, bring it on. The school in the film is Wellesley College. Set in the 1950s. Conservative women's college. Kirsten Dunst, Julia Stiles, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. Oh, you know it. Very good, King. You are correct. This is Mona Lisa Smiles. The production actually filmed at Wellesley, using many of the college's real professors and students as extras. All right, now I definitely saw this next one. Yes. Number 17. This movie is based on a best-selling memoir. Robert's character embarks on a journey after a painful divorce. He visits 3 countries in search of meaning and joy. The film's locations include Italy, India, and Bali. Oh, no, it's not Erin Brockovich. The story's title is literally the 3 main acts of her journey. Yeah, there you go. Eat, Pray, Love. 2010. The real Elizabeth Gilbert, who wrote the memoir, appears briefly in the film's wedding scene. So look for it in the wedding scene. Italy, India, and Bali. As I recall, the movie kind of looked cool. Yeah, the picture threw you off. It was the good-looking blonde Julia Roberts. Both movies. All right, number 16. I never heard of this one, so good luck. This heartwarming drama centers on a boy with facial differences. Okay. Roberts plays the boy's loving mother. The film explores kindness, acceptance, and friendship. It is based on a popular children's novel, and it became a surprise box office hit. Oh, you know this one. Did you see it? Her co-star is Owen Wilson. Yeah, you're correct. Wonder. The year was 2017. Did you see it? I didn't see it. The author of Wonder, R.J. Palacio, wrote the book after her own child had a chance encounter with a child who had a facial condition. Oh, it was good, huh? Okay, well, so we each have one to see now. We have each added one to our list. Wonder. Heartwarming drama explores kindness, acceptance, and friendship. And Owen Wilson. Yeah. All right, now I remember the next one from long ago. Long ago. It was kind of an interesting storyline. This early career Roberts film mixes science fiction and a psychological thriller. Okay. The characters are medical students experimenting with death. What could go wrong? Each participant experiences visions from their past. Roberts plays one of the daring students who does something. The cast includes Kiefer. Oh, it's not called Sleepers. I think you know what it is, but it's not called Sleepers. It had Kiefer Sutherland and Kevin Bacon and Julia Roberts. There you go, Kate. Correct. Flatliners. Roberts plays one of the daring students who flatlines. The Erie hospital used in the film was an abandoned set from another movie, adding to the unsettling vibe. Yeah, unsettling, to say the least. There she is. I don't know. Would you do that? I don't think I would. Not sleepers. All right. Number 14. I don't remember this one either. Good luck. This drama deals with blended families and terminal illness. It sounds upbeat. Roberts plays the new partner of a divorced father. Her character must earn the trust of his children. Same old story, right? Okay, well, you know it. Now, who's the co-star? Since you're such a smarty pants king, who's her co-star in this? Stepmom is correct. Okay, yes. You were very formal with the first one, and I gave you credit. Stepmom is correct. Do you know the co-star by chance? Yeah. Not quite. Very close. Very close. Sarandon. Susan Sarandon. You know, the Rocky Horror Picture Show girl. Julia Roberts has said this was one of her most emotionally exhausting roles due to the subject matter. Okay. There you go. Stepmom. 1998. Okay. All right. Number 13. We're getting down the list. We're getting there. This one sounds good. I didn't see it, but it sounds good. This gothic drama reimagines a classic literary tale. Roberts plays a quiet, observant housemaid. The story is told from her perspective. Okay. Her employer has a dangerous secret involving a sinister alter ego. The film is actually based on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Does sound good. I have not seen this. This is all the way back in 1996. The movie's atmospheric look was achieved with minimal lighting, sometimes using only candles. Yeah, this picture looks like only candles. Come on, robots, let's use a little better lighting. Anybody remember this movie? Yeah, you know it. Very good, King. Very good. Did you see it? Because I don't think I saw it. Mary Riley. It sounds pretty good though. Gothic drama. There you go. They only used candles to film the movie. That's something. That's some trivia. All right, number 12. Number 12. In this, I love this picture too. It's not very flattering. In this crime thriller, Roberts plays a seasoned investigator. The film begins with the discovery of a shocking murder. Her character's personal life is deeply entangled in the case. Like I said, it's not very flattering. It's a remake of an Oscar-winning Argentinian film. Anybody know? Robert stars alongside Nicole Kidman and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Sorry, I don't pronounce it if I didn't pronounce that one right. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Okay. Oh, you know it. Very good, Kate. Did you see this one? What's it get? I guess I haven't seen all the Julia Roberts. Probably seen the top 10, but I haven't. Secret in Their Eyes is correct, from 2015. Roberts insisted her character be rewritten as a mother to intensify the emotional stakes. There you go. All right, let's move on. Number 11. This film features multiple interwoven romantic storylines. Roberts has a relatively small role, but leaves a big impact. Her character is a soldier traveling home for a special reason. The ensemble includes Taylor Swift, Great, Bradley Cooper, and Anne Hathaway. They don't have to do Anne Hathaway movies. I kind of like Anne Hathaway. The story takes place on February 14th. Is that a pretty good clue? That's a good clue. Julia Roberts was paid $3 million for only 6 minutes of screen time. $500,000 per minute, in case you're figuring out the math. Anybody know the name of this one? Yeah, King. Very good. You are correct. Valentine's Day, 2010. All right, let's go. Now, top 10, I'm probably going to have seen most of these, I would think. I certainly saw this one. This romantic comedy reunites Roberts with her Pretty Woman co-star. Her character has left more fiancés at the altar than most people have weddings to attend. Richard Gere plays the journalist determined to figure her out. Yeah, very good, Kate. Yes, they're getting easier. This one's set in a charming small town. It blends romance with physical comedy. The title pretty much gives it away. Her main hobby, running from weddings. Yeah, you know, it's kind of a, yeah, it was okay. Kind of a chick flick, but you know, you gotta go to some chick flicks if you're married. Julia Roberts wore 10 different wedding dresses during filming, setting a record for the most per minute on screen time. Runaway Bride is correct. 1999. 1999. There you go. There she is. Well, she makes a pretty bride. All right. Number 9. This thriller opens with an eerily perfect seaside home. Roberts plays a woman trapped in a controlling and abusive marriage. Excuse me. She fakes her own death to escape. Okay. Sounds like a good plan. Just when she thinks she's safe, her past comes knocking. Ah, very good. It's good. It's quite the name for the movie, right? It's a pretty good name. Pretty good name. The chilling title is a dead giveaway. Pun intended. Robots. The creepy towel straightening scene is still remembered as one of the simplest yet most unsettling movie moments. The towel straightening scene. I don't remember that part. Sleeping with the Enemy is, of course, correct. 1991. 1991. Creepy towel straightening scene. I don't remember that. I think I saw this one now. Yeah. Speaking of rom-coms, next up, number 8. Roberts plays a food critic who realizes she's in love with her best friend. But it's only days before his wedding. Oops. Instead of congratulating him, she plots mild chaos. Cameron Diaz plays the sweet, unsuspecting bride-to-be. There she is. Cameron Diaz. You are correct. You're correct. Maybe we can do Cameron Diaz movies. Maybe she hasn't had quite enough. Maybe. There's an unforgettable sing-along to I Say a Little Prayer. I don't remember that part. It's one of the few rom-coms where the heroine doesn't get the guy. Yeah, you of course you haven't. My best friend's wedding. My best friend's wedding. From 1997. Julia Roberts has admitted she took the role partly because she wanted to do a film where she didn't have the where it didn't have the perfect ending. Huh. Yeah, Cameron Diaz would be a good one. I agree. There's something about Mary. Am I right? All right. Let's get back on track. Number 7. Roberts plays a world-famous actress who wanders onto a small London bookshop. A small London bookshop. Hugh Grant plays the adorable, awkward shop owner. Yeah, that Hugh Grant is adorable. The romance is complicated by fame, press, and lots of British charm. Yeah, you're correct. Of course. The film features the iconic line, "I'm just a girl," standing in front of a boy. I don't know what that means. It's arguably the most quoted rom-com line of the 90s. I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy. I don't know what that means. Maybe you could explain to me what that means. Notting Hill is correct. 1999, Notting Hill. The famous blue door from Hugh Grant's flat became a tourist attraction, though the real owners eventually had to repaint it, I bet. The blue door. All right, let's move. Let's keep moving. This one's got an interesting title. Number 6. This intense family drama is based on a Pulitzer Prize-winning play. Roberts plays a sharp-tongued daughter returning to a tense home. Take that. Meryl Streep plays her formidable, sharp-as-a-knife mother. It's packed with screaming matches, secrets, and awkward dinner scenes. Love those awkward dinner scenes. The family reunion makes most Thanksgiving dinners look relaxing. Yeah, I bet. Don't you hate those tense family dinners? All right. You know this one? Because it's a little up. Oh, you know it. You know it. Well, that's a really weird title, isn't it? August, Osage County. Very good. Julia Roberts earned her 4th Oscar nomination for this role, despite the film's heavy tone and 0 wedding montages. Yes, despite the heavy tone. All right, top 5. Here we go. This was a great book, or in my case, book on tape, of course. This legal thriller is based on a John Grisham novel. Roberts plays a law student who uncovers a dangerous conspiracy. Her character teams up with a Washington Post reporter. Government corruption, assassinations, and suspense drive the plot. Denzel! It's so long since we did Denzel. Denzel Washington co-stars, making it a powerhouse duo. It's not called conspiracy theories. It's not called conspiracy theories. The John Grisham novel. Pretty famous name. Pretty interesting name to the book and the movie. Grisham said Roberts was his personal dream casting for the role. She even inspired some of the characters' traits in the book's final edit. Oh, that's interesting. There you go, Kate. Correct. This one is The Pelican Brief, 1993. John Grisham book. Yeah, good. He looks worried there. She either has that huge open mouth smile or that worried look. Get 2 looks. I'm sure that's not true. But on my show, he has 2 looks. Top 4. This is a raw, talk-heavy drama about tangled relationships. Roberts plays a photographer caught in a messy love quadrangle. That does sound messy. The cast also includes Natalie Portman, Jude Law, and Clive Owen. I must have seen that. It's based on a play. It's based on a play, so expect sharp dialogue and emotional punches. King! Very good. Got that one. Definitely not your average rom-com, unless your rom-coms involve a lot of crying and betrayal. Yeah, not a rom-com. You are correct. Closer, 2004. The director, Mike Nichols, had the cast rehearse for weeks, like a stage play before filming a single scene. So they even treated it like a play. Excuse me. I think I might have a bit of a cold coming on. But that's okay. All right, top 3. Here we go. You'll know this one. This one's based on the true story of an unemployed single mother who takes on a corporate giant. Robert's character has no legal training, but plenty of grit. He investigates a water contamination case in a small town. The film earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. Here's the Erin Brockovich King. You're correct. Erin Brockovich. The wardrobe in the film broke all courtroom fashion rules. And we loved it. The real Erin Brockovich has a cameo as a waitress named Julia in the movie. They switched names for fun. That sounds cool. They switch names. It's not like Freaky Friday though, or the new one, Freakier Friday. Which unfortunately I have to say I went and saw. It's all right. It was date night, worth it. All right, top 2. Here we go. I think we're going to know both these. Especially this one. This Cinderella-inspired rom-com made Roberts a superstar. She plays Vivian, a spirited woman hired as an escort for a wealthy businessman. Richard Gere plays the man who unexpectedly falls for her. The film's shopping montage is one of the most famous in movie history. The title song by Roy Orbison became forever linked to Robert's smile. It did. Yeah, it did. That's right. That song's a part of it, right? She almost got like typecast in a way, right? But no, she didn't. She's played a lot of different parts, obviously. Pretty Woman. This is The Pretty Woman, 1990. The laugh with the necklace box moment was unscripted. Richard Gere improvised it, and Robert's genuine laugh stayed in the film. She does have quite the laugh. She is. She is a pretty woman. All right, now I did see this next one. Speaking of chick flicks. This ensemble Southern drama is set mostly in a beauty salon. Roberts plays Shelby, a young woman, that's a good Southern name, a young woman with big dreams despite health challenges. The cast includes Sally Field, Dolly Parton, and Shirley MacLaine. The story blends heartfelt humor with emotional tragedy. Yes, it does. She looks so different here, too, right? You are correct, King, of course. This was the role that earned Roberts her first Oscar nomination. There you go. This was, I can't believe that this was in 1989. 1989. Steel Magnolias. Roberts had to learn authentic Southern mannerisms for the role. Even her "Drink Your Juice, Shelby" line became a cultural catchphrase. Drink your juice, Shelby. That's something her mom would always say, I guess. I don't know. But she is Shelby. All right, we made it. We did it. Julia Roberts movies. The King was unchallenged. There are people in the room, King, but nobody is challenging you. Hopefully they will with the lightning round here. So we're going to do a quick intermission lightning round, and it's going to be a little tough. It's the top 20 figures from the Renaissance. So this is a history one. Top 20 figures from the Renaissance. I have an over-under. I have an over-under of maybe you get 5 of them out of 20. Let's see. Maybe somebody will help you, King. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do the lightning round. All right, here we go. Jesus. Well, so the unders would have won there. You weren't getting any help though, King. So there is that. That was that was hard. Let's see. I can read them real quick. I'll read them real quick. Albrecht Dürer. Yeah, you never heard of him. Balzar, Donatello, Brunelleschi, Angelsola, Palladio, Medici, Jan van Eyck, Thomas More, Petrarch, Botticelli, Copernicus, Titian, Raphael, Machiavelli, Erasmus, Galileo Galilei, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and you got William Shakespeare for sure. But who's in the house? What's going on? Good to see you. You missed the lightning round. King needed your help. All right, let's let's move on. Let's do round two. It's gonna be endangered animals. Now, you got to get the exact answer because you can't just say elephant or lion, tiger, or bear. You have to say the one. Like it's a specific one. It's like either a variety or a location or something like that. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna be All right. All right, everybody. I know we got some people in the house. Feel free to chime in, give your answers. There is no wrong answer. Oh, yeah, there are. There's lots of wrong answers. Only one right answer. Oh, well. Anyway, 20 endangered animals, okay? There we go. All right. Let's see here. This big cat prowls the forest of eastern Russia and northeastern China. Its coat is pale in winter and golden in the summer. That sounds cool. It is considered the rarest leopard subspecies. Not a Siberian tiger, although that's a good guess. Hang on to that. Might come up later. You never know. So you guys are thinking alike. It's not that. It's a leopard. It's a leopard. It's some sort of a leopard. There are fewer than 100 individuals left in the wild. Its name comes from the river that runs through its habitat. This is the hard one. Top 20, remember, the first couple are kind of hard usually. They can leap more than 19 feet horizontally. They are basically the feline equivalent of a long jump Olympian, Bob Beamon of leopards. It's the Bob Beamon leopard. It's not the snow leopard, but you might want to hang on to that answer, Madhu. I think that might come up. This is the Amur leopard. Amur. A-M-U-R. Oh, you king! What in the world? Not tiger, though. Leopard. You did all that work on the Amur part. All right, let's move on to number 19. Now, I'll give you an extra hint here. This is the beginning of this name is the region that it's from. This great ape has shaggy reddish coat and long, powerful arms. It's found only on one large Southeast Asian island. Only one place. Palm oil plantations are the biggest threat to its rainforest home. Well, King, you are correct, but not correct enough. kind of orangutan? What kind? It shares over 90% of its DNA with humans because some of the orangutans aren't endangered. I don't know if you knew that. The island's name is in the animal's name. So where he lives is an island, and it's part of his name. The word orangutan means person of the forest in Malaysian. Anybody know where he's from? He is Bornean. Borneo. He is the Bornean orangutan. There he is. All right. I'm having too much fun torturing you guys. Number 18. Good luck with this one. This baleen whale swims in the cold waters between Canada and Florida. Well, that's a hint. It was once hunted for its blubber and oil, like most whales. Ship strikes and fishing gear are now the main dangers. Only around 350 remain today. It's called the blank whale because whalers once thought it was the right one to hunt. These whales can live over 70 years if they avoid propellers and fishing nets. All right, so it's a whale, and it's a certain kind of whale. And it's called the whale because whalers thought it was the right one to hunt. Very confusing, isn't it? Well, it's an endangered species, and it is the North Atlantic right whale. The right whale. The right one to hunt. So it's the right whale. R-I-G-H-T. There you go. All right. You might know this guy. And I will accept either the local name or the common name. Number 17. This rare animal looks like a cross between an antelope and a goat. It lives in the forest of Laos in Vietnam. That's unusual. It was only discovered by scientists in 1992. It's so elusive that no biologist has ever seen one in the wild for more than a fleeting moment. Huh. Anybody know? Anybody know this endangered animal? It's a cross, but it looks like a cross between an antelope and a goat. It lives in Laos and Vietnam. It's so mysterious it could have its own cryptid fan club. Yeah, it could. No guesses. It's endangered. Okay. This is the Asian unicorn. The Asian unicorn. It's also known as the Saola. Saola. The Saola is so mysterious, it could have its own cryptid fan club. Alex, what's up? Good to see you. Did you know that? Endangered animal? Now we're going to have to get the Russian name as well. All right, so I will give you a clue right away. This is an elephant. It is a certain location elephant. This small but mighty pachyderm is a subspecies of the Asian elephant. So it's not the Asian elephant, but it is a subspecies, and it's smaller than normal. It's found only on a single Indonesian island. Not the Asian, but it is in Asia. It's found only on a single Indonesian island. Palm oil and logging have wiped out most of its habitat. It's known for its relatively short tusks. Its island name is part of its common name. Not Java. Not Java. Close. Sri Lankan. Not Sri Lankan. All good guesses. You know any other islands in Indonesia? I think it's where the big earthquake was, or tidal wave and all that. Anybody remember that? It is the Sumatran elephant, of course. Sumatran elephants help maintain the forest ecosystem by dispersing seeds over long distances. Oh, I see. They eat the fruit and then they defecate in different locations. All right, here we go. Number 15. This freshwater turtle has a flat pancake-like shell. I guess you could say that. It's native to China and Vietnam. It may be the rarest turtle on Earth. Fewer than 5 individuals are known to exist. Well, I'd say that's pretty rare. 5 individuals. You might as well write this one off. Its name comes from the famous river where it once thrived. Oh. Who can think of a famous river in China or Vietnam? Anybody know? Doctor! What's going on, man? Madu. That is part of the answer for sure. And now we just need the name of the river where it used to thrive in China. And then we have the whole name. It is the blank giant soft-shelled turtle. Its long snorkel-like nose makes it look like it's ready for a pool party. Oh, yellow. Hey, that's a good guess. How about Yangtze? Yangtze giant soft-shelled turtle. Madhu, I think we have to give you quite a bit of credit on that one. Okay. 14. Oh, and you had the Yangtze too. Very good. All right. Now this is a certain gorilla. This giant ape lives in high in the volcanic ranges of Central Africa. It's one of 2 gorillas. There's only 2 gorilla species. This is one of them. Conservation efforts have slowly increased its numbers. Wow, that's good news. They are herbivores with a fondness for bamboo shoots. Diane Fossey made them famous through her research. Doctor! You are correct. Very good. Always good to have the doctor in the house. Always. You get a little bit of a cold, doctor. What do you think? Definitely. I had a little headache first, and then a little sore throat last night. Now a little bit of a runny nose. Yeah. You have a prescription for me? A mountain gorilla's arm span can reach over 7 feet, making them Olympic-level huggers. Yes. The mountain gorilla is correct. Very good. All right. We're down to 13. Here we go. Oh, another turtle. This sea turtle has a beautiful patterned shell. It lives in tropical oceans around coral reefs. Oh, I think I am a little sick, but I take as many vitamins as I can. My wife has Chinese herbals. I don't. I tend not to get. I have a pretty good immune system. I tend not to get too sick. Its name comes from its sharp, narrow beak. It plays a vital role in maintaining healthy coral reefs. It has a certain name, and then the name relates to its sharp, narrow beak. They are nature's reef gardeners. They eat sponges, which allows coral to thrive. So they help out the coral reef. What do you think? Yeah, okay. Doctor, you are correct. Sea is in the name. It's something sea turtle. and remember, the name, it comes from its sharp, narrow beak. Sharp, narrow beak. What would it be? There he is. He is the hawksbill. Oh, very good, buddy. Hawksbill sea turtle. You are correct. Very good. Very good. Number 12. All right. So I'm going to tell you, it is a rhino, but it is a certain rhino. This rhino species is most endangered of all the rhinos. They're all endangered, but this is the most endangered. Only about 80 remain, and they're all in one national park. It has a single horn, unlike its African cousins that have two. It's native to a single Indonesian island. Those Indonesian islands. Its species name matches that island. One horn. One horn. Indonesian island. No. Okay. Hang on to that, doctor. This one's not the black rhino. Nope. Not the black rhino. It's some other rhino named after the island in Indonesia. Another one of those Indonesian islands. Oh, Doctor, Borneo. Nah, incorrect. Not the Bornean rhino. That was the orangutan. This is the Javan rhino. Javan. Did you tell? He looks kind of Javan. Right? Kinda, you know. All the rhinos I've seen, you know, they all kind of look the same. All right. You know this one, he's kind of famous. This nocturnal mammal is covered in protective keratin scales. It rolls into a ball when it's threatened. It's the most trafficked mammal in the illegal wildlife trade. It was in the wet market. There's another hint. It eats mostly ants and termites. Its nickname is the scaly anteater. Doctor, I think you're trying to type it. It's not quite, but you know. What supposedly was the source of COVID-19? Hope I don't have COVID. That would be bad. I don't think I do. Anyway, any other guesses? This guy was supposedly the source of COVID-19. Not true, of course. Komodo. No, he's not the Komodo. No. He's a lowly pangolin. Pangolin. Penguins have no teeth. They crush food with a stone-filled stomach, like a chicken. All right. Top 10. Let's do it. Top 10 endangered species. Okay, this is another type of gorilla. This one I've never heard of, so good luck. This shy subspecies of gorilla lives alongside the forested hills where Nigeria meets Cameroon. You know the area. It's smaller and more skittish than its better known mountain relatives. A little smaller. Habitat loss and hunting have reduced its population to only a few hundred. An eastern delicacy. The pangolin? Yes. You know, I always shop at the wet market. Who knows this gorilla? It's this little smaller gorilla. Lives in Nigeria and Cameroon. They live in a small scattered groups, making them especially hard to study. Their name comes from the river that flows through their home range. So this gorilla is named after the river that flows through their home range. It's not silverback, and I have to admit I've never heard of this. So there you go. It is the Cross River gorilla. Cross River. Scientists estimate they see less of this gorilla in a year than they do of their own dentist. They see this gorilla less than their dentist. Robots are telling jokes. Very good. All right, you might know this one. Let's see. This is the world's heaviest parrot, weighing up to 9 pounds. It can fly, but it can climb trees like a green-feathered mountaineer. Native only to New Zealand, it is nocturnal and has surprisingly sweet, musty scent. It has a surprisingly sweet, musty scent. Only about 250 remain, and each bird has a name and a personal file. You know this one? Very good. I do. Excellent. Only about 250 remain. Its name is Maori, or night parrot. Kakapos. Kakapos freeze when startled, which worked against them when predators arrived. Turns out playing like a statue is a bad defense against hungry cats. You know, chickens kind of do the same thing, right? When chickens are asleep, you know, they're basically comatose. Yeah. There you go. Kakapo with a K. K-A-K-A-P-O. All right. I think I saw this answer up there earlier. Let's see if you can guess what this guy is. He's known as the ghost of the mountains. This big cat roams the high peaks of Central Asia. Its thick, pale gray fur helps it survive freezing temperatures. Poaching and habitat loss threaten its survival. It's an expert jumper, capable of leaping 6 times its body length. No, it's not a tiger. It's not a tiger. Does it look like a tiger? No, it doesn't look like a tiger. Despite its name, it's not closely related to the... So, you know what? No, oh, very close, Nadu. Very close. Some people may even call it that, but supposedly it's not even related to a leopard, but that's part of its name. It's the snow leopard. Snow leopard. Snow leopards rarely roar. So if you meet one, the last sound you hear probably won't be a roar, but your own breathing. So they're mean. It is. Snow leopard. Pretty good. All right. Well, Alex, I guess you had that. Does bars mean a leopard? Maybe it does. Yeah, there we go. Not a mishka, bear. Not a bear. Bar. All right. This one has a very specific name. I think it's like Spanish almost. Yeah, it is a Spanish name. The small porpoise lives only in the northern part of the Gulf of California. I heard that. It's the rarest marine mammal on Earth. Fewer than 10 individuals are believed to exist. 10 of them? That hardly counts. He's as good as gone. Most deaths are caused by illegal fishing nets. You know, the gill nets. Yeah. Its name means little cow in Spanish. But you might be able to get it from that. Who knows some Spanish? Español? Habla español? Little cow. Madu! Habla español, Madu? Sí. Vaquita is correct. Hey, there's only 10 of them. The entire species could fit into a minivan, which is a heartbreaking fact, not a carpool suggestion. Yeah. Vaquero, right? Vaquero, cowboy. Cute. But there's only 10 of them. Yeah, there you go. Wow. All right. So I'm going to tell you this is a wolf, but it's a certain wolf. This wolf once roamed much of the southeastern United States, my area. This was the wolf that was down the street from me or in my forest in the backyard. It's smaller than a gray wolf, but larger than a coyote. It was declared extinct in the wild in 1980. Thank goodness. I hate the chickens wouldn't like the death roaming around our forest. It was reinduction programs have brought it back to the wild in small numbers. Hopefully not in my area. Its reddish coat give it its name. That's an awfully good clue. This wolf is so shy, most sightings are from trail cameras or very lucky hikers. It's basically the Bigfoot of North Carolina. North Carolina. Well, I'm right next to North Carolina. I'm in the extreme northwest corner of South Carolina. Very close to both the Georgia and North Carolina borders. Very close. Lots of lakes and waterfalls around me. Little foothills of the Appalachians. The Blue Ridge. This is the red wolf. Red wolf. Its reddish coat gives it its name. That wasn't a good enough clue for you guys. All right, top 5. Here we go. I think you know this guy. Let's see. Ooh, I might have these out of order. All right, well, we're going to have to just go with it. This is the smallest surviving tiger subspecies. It lives exclusively as on an Indonesian island. There are fewer than 400 individuals left. Poaching and deforestation are its main threats. Darker stripes and more bearded face set it apart from other tigers. So, obviously it's a tiger. It's a certain tiger. It's another one of those Indonesian island tigers. Unlike many cats, this tiger is a strong swimmer. So if you thought you could jump in the river or the ocean, it ain't gonna work. Doctor! The doctor! It is the Sumatran. Okay, there he is. All right, well, the robots have to surprise me with what they got next here. We'll try to go with it. All right. So this is this smaller, secretive cousin of the African savanna elephant prefers dense forests. So African blank elephant. It's found mainly in the Congo Basin. Poaching for ivory has caused catastrophic population declines. They have straighter, downward pointing tusks compared to other elephants. Pectoderm. There you go, Madhu. Very good. That is correct. This is the African forest elephant. They have straighter downward pointing tusks compared to other elephants. They're smaller than their cousin, the savanna African elephant, which are the big ones. Those are the big ones. They have the same ears, though, right? Those are African elephant ears, as opposed to Asians that are much smaller ears. The role in dispersing seeds is critical in the rainforest health. There's the old dispersing the seeds thing again. Forest elephants are sometimes called the gardeners of the forest. There you go. Gardeners of the forest. All right. I don't know what we got for us now. All right. This bird holds the title of the largest species in the world. Largest ibis species in the world. It's an ibis. That's a certain type of ibis. It is Cambodia's national bird and a symbol of conservation. It thrives in wetland habitats and is rapidly disappearing. Its long curved bill is perfect for probing mud for food. Fewer than 300 adults are believed to remain. That's not very many. This is an ibis, a certain ibis. Its call has been described as a mix between a squeaky door and a rusty bicycle. Nice. I guess it kind of looks like a California condor. Not really. Not really. This is a giant ibis. Pretty easy. Giant ibis. Cambodia. There you go. Let's listen. All right. All right, next up. So related, this is another ibis. Another ibis is endangered. Those ibises, what's their problem? This striking bird has a bare, wrinkled head and a long curved beak. It once ranged widely across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Hunting and habitat loss have nearly driven it to extinction. It's now found only in a few small colonies. It prefers rocky cliffs and semi-desert areas for nesting. Totally different. So, ancient Egyptians considered it a symbol of the afterlife, making it the goth icon of the bird world. Yeah, this is the goth icon of the bird world. It used to be in ancient Egypt. Well, Egyptian ibis, you know what? I bet they call that somewhere. And Nadu, scarlet ibis, that's great too. Neither one are the answer that I have on my board. It once ranged widely across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. And the striking bird has a bare, wrinkled head. So it's called the northern bald ibis. But I like you guys' answer to that. It is the Egyptian scarlet ibis. From now on. Okay. I think this must be last. And I have seen this answer on the board. This large herbivore has 2 horns, and they're made of keratin, just like your fingernails. It's native to eastern and southern Africa. Rampant poaching for its horns nearly wiped it out. So yeah, I think the Chinese like the horns, right? Yeah, aphrodisiacs. Conservation efforts have helped some populations rebound. Despite their name, they're actually gray in color. Madhu, you're correct. So, despite their name, they're actually gray. Black rhino is, of course, correct. And the black rhinos have terrible eyesight, but an excellent sense of smell. So if they charge at you, it's probably because they smelled something weird, not because they recognized you. There you go. So you can try to use that knowledge to escape the charging black rhino in the future, if possible. All right. Well, that was a little different, right? A little different. Endangered animals, right? You did pretty well. You didn't do bad. All right, so I guess this is when I ask if you want to do the bonus round or not. And I guess I'll tell you what the bonus round is. Bonus round, if we do it, is top 20 old-time cartoons. Cartoons, pre-1980. Pre-1980 cartoons. All right? So, if you want to do it, I need a couple thumbs up, and then we'll do it. If not, that's okay. I'm doing a show on Wednesday. So, we can come back Wednesday if you'd rather. But it is up for it. Anybody else? I need another thumbs up. I think I just have a slow internet. I can wait. Alex! I got that thumbs all the way from Russia. Okay, let's do it. Top 20 old-time cartoons. Alrighty. So you know the rules. Robots paint. You guys guess. And I'm the one who tries to confuse you along the way. Yeah. Old-time cartoon. This animated character never quite saw the problem. His severe nearsightedness was the cause of endless slapstick accidents. He often strolled through chaos, completely unaware of the danger. That's what I remember. Okay, doctor, that's the short answer. Yeah, that's much better, Madhu. Anybody remember the year that Mr. Magoo first debuted? Any guesses on when it first debuted? And you remember he often strolled through like just chaos, right? And he would just stroll right through and you would never know the difference. The show's humor relied on timing, misunderstandings, and visual gags. His surname is as memorable as his squinty smile. 81. This is much older. Much older. Mr. Magoo once played Ebenezer Scrooge in a TV Christmas special, proving you don't need perfect vision to count your gold. There you go. 1949. How about that? 1949. Mr. Magoo. I'm talking to old-time cartoons. That may be the oldest one. We'll see. This cool cat barely spoke a word, yet became a global sensation. I think he's on the endangered list. The theme music is one of the most recognizable jazz riffs ever. The humor was mostly visual with a sleek, stylized animation style. Yes, you guys all know this one. Madhu, Tucker, Alex! It spun off from animated title sequence of a movie series. Its color is in the name. In case you needed that clue, its color is in the name. It is the Pink Panther show. I don't know if you knew that show was it, and Henry Mancini was the, yes, you're right. The theme by Henry Mancini won 3 Grammys. And it made elevator music sound classic. There you go. Pink Panther won 3 Grammys. Anybody got the year? Pink Panther show. When did that start? With that cool jazz riff. Anybody know? Well, I'll tell you. I might tell you. We'll see. 1969. Oh, close. Close, my dude. 1969. All right, number 18. See if you remember this guy. This alley cat had a knack for charming his way into trouble. He led a small gang of feline friends with distinctive personalities. The humor was inspired by live-action sitcom banter. He frequently clashed with a local beat cop. Yeah, no dog. Alex, what are you saying there? Narcot. I like that. Yes, that's it. Okay, who's got the year on Top Cat? Top Cat. His name rhymes with what he thinks he is. He's the best. In the UK, the show aired as Boss Cat. Boss Cat. So maybe that's what you're saying there, Alex. Boss. B-O-S-S cat. Boss Cat. To avoid confusion with a pet food brand. Oh, because there was in the UK there's a pet food named Top Cat. That's unfortunate. Yeah, close enough. 1961. There you go. There you go. Number 17 coming up. You'll know this one right away. This ghost would rather be your pal than haunt your house. He's white, round-headed, and dressed in a sheet, kind of. His adventures blended sweet sentiment with mild spookiness. He was an awfully nice ghost. He often struggled to make friends because, well, he's a ghost. Very good. Badoo, Alex! Does anybody know the year that, well, actually, who knows the full title of the show? The full title. Anybody know the full title of the show? And it's way back. It's a long time ago. Long time ago. His taglines gave way to his gentle nature. There you go, Madhu. Thank you for that. We love the more official correct answer. Casper's backstory was once explained as a child ghost, but later kids' shows politely stopped mentioning it. Yeah, yeah. We don't want the backstory of him being a child ghost. That's the no, no, nope. How sketchy. All right. Yeah, it's the old days. Number 16. We didn't know any better. This cartoon was packed with wordplay, puns, and sly political jokes. Its main duo was a flying squirrel and a moose. Squirrel. Villains included a pair of bumbling spies with over-the-top accents. Yes, they did. Boris and Nastasha. The show often broke the fourth wall to poke fun at itself. All right, so you know who it is, Doctor. Who knows the name of the show? Can anybody get the name of the show? A little harder. Its name includes both animal heroes, so the name does include Rocky and Bullwinkle. Rocky, right? Not squirrel. Rocky and Bullwinkle, but what's the whole name of the show? Anybody know? Its name includes both animal heroes. Many of the Cold War jokes flew over the kids' heads, straight into the chuckling laps of their parents. Yes, this is the Adventures. Yes, I think that was a spinoff, Doctor. I think that's a spinoff. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. So maybe that was the Friends. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. Yes. And Peabody and Sherman were the friends. All right. Number 15. One of the very first cartoon superstars in history. He was a black cat. Yeah, everything's black. With a magical shape-shifting bag. Yeah, a shape-shifting bag. His early adventures were silent and surreal. That's right. This guy was all back in silent days. He inspired countless knockoff characters. His name is now synonymous with vintage animation. Okay. So Felix is his name, and the show was called. And when did they first air this show? Does it look like Mickey Mouse, Madhu? I think Mickey Mouse was loosely based on this guy. I think because I think this guy predated Mickey. I think Mickey's kind of style was based on this guy. Anyway, anybody have a guess at the year? This is Felix the cat. Felix the cat, right? And the year is all the way back in. Anybody got a guess? 1990. Oh, Doctor, you looked that up. 1919 is correct. Very good. All right. I remember watching this as a kid. This imported show brought Japanese anime style to the US TV. The young hero drove a gadget-packed car. His adventures were full of high-speed stunts and dramatic reveals. Anybody remember this one? His family included a mischievous kid brother and a pet chimp. Very good, Madhu. Younger. You are both correct. Yeah, I don't really have anything to add other than what year did it first air. Two pair, what's going on? Welcome. You are correct. Should we ask two pair of what? But no, we won't ask. We won't ask. His name is also the title of the show. Yeah, it is. It went, 69's close. 69's close. I guess we're gonna give you that, Doctor. It's 1967. The famous Mach 5 car had more hidden gadgets than James Bond's Aston Martin. There you go. Speed Racer. Very good. You guys knew that one. All right, let's see you get this one. This vine-swinging hero wasn't exactly graceful. It parodied Tarzan with slapstick and silly narration. It was created by the same team behind Rocky and Bullwinkle. Same team. Each episode also featured side cartoons. All right, Doctor. Yes, you have the short answer. What's the full answer? Anybody know the full show name? And does anybody remember any of the side cartoons? You know, a lot of these shows, they would have like the main cartoon and then they'd have some little side ones because they had to fill the whole half hour or the whole hour, whatever it was. So, yeah, very good, Alex. Yes, it is George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle. Anybody know the year? Or give me one sidekick cartoon on that show. George of the Jungle. He had little sidekick cartoons. Anybody know? Aesop's Fables. Oh, did they? Maybe you're right. I don't remember that. Super Chicken was what I was looking for. Do you remember Super Chicken? I barely do. 1967. All right. You've got the spirit of this thing now. We're doing old-time cartoons. This is a mild-mannered shoeshine boy who transforms into a rhyming superhero. His powers come from an energy pill he kept in his ring. Yeah, I bet. He always spoke in rhyming couplets. His main villain was the dastardly Simon Bar Sinister. Simon Bar Sinister. Yes. Super. Very good. Doctor. And that was the name of the show. Underdog. Anybody know the year? Anybody have any clue what year this debuted? His name says he's not expected to win, but he always does. NBC once asked the show to tone down the pill imagery so kids wouldn't get energy pill ideas. I bet. Yes, you're correct, Badu. 1964. Yeah, tone down the pill. Yeah, back in the day, we didn't know any better. All right, let's go to number 11. Old-time cartoons, in case you're wondering. This is a pretty old one. These animated magpies were masters of mischief. They were. I love this. They often spoke directly to the audience. Their voices were distinct. One was posh and one was streetwise. Their antics often involved outsmarting larger foes. You know, magpies. Damn magpies. Their rhyming names make them sound like a vaudeville act. Yes, they do. So who knows their name? And they sound like a vaudeville act. The birds' personality were deliberately opposite to double the comedic context. Yes, indeed. Madoo! You are correct. Okay, as usual, anybody know when this debuted? It's quite a while ago. Pretty old. Pretty old. Michael and Jekyll. Michael and Jekyll is correct. I used to watch this. Anybody else watch this? You guys aren't as old as me. Oh. All right. Well, with no guesses or slow internet guesses, 1946. 1946. All right, top 10. And quite literally one of my favorites here. This futuristic family lived in a world of flying cars and robot maids. That's a long time ago. It was the space age counterpart to another Hanna-Barbera hit that was set in the past. The family dog. I'm going to make you guess the family dog. Who knows the family dog's name? Anybody know? He had a lovable speech impediment, which might have been the basis for Scooby-Doo. I think this dog was the basis for Scooby-Doo. That's my own personal opinion. I've never heard that or read that anywhere, but that would be my opinion. This show imagined a utopian future with push-button everything. And yes, you are correct. and Doctor, that is more correct than the correct answer. I'm not sure how it's possible, but that's more correct than the correct answer. Anybody know the year? The Jetsons. The Jetsons. The Jetsons' phone calls were video calls. Decades before Zoom made them a little less exciting. Zoom ruined video calls. You've seen this cartoon. Not quite that old, Doctor. Badoo! You're correct. 1962. And Astro or Rastro. And don't you think he was the basis for Scooby-Doo? Okay, let's go back. Way back in time. This flapper-era cartoon star had a high-pitched voice and big eyes. She often appeared with jazz bands and surreal backgrounds. Her style was inspired by the Roaring Twenties and a cabaret culture. The animation sometimes pushed the limits of what censors would allow. Ooh. Sexy little cartoon. Her name is as bouncy as her signature catchphrase. Oh, you guys got it early. Badoo, Doctor? Yeah, quick figures. Quick figures. Anybody know the year? Betty Boop is correct. Betty Boop started as a caricature of a dog before transforming into her famous human form. Oh my gosh. I didn't need to know that. She started as a dog. Yeah, Badoo. Badoo's got his date book right there. Betty Boop, 1930. That's correct. Very good. Started as a dog. All right, number 8. This is one of my favorites as a kid, I remember. This gruff hero got his strength from eating spinach. So yeah, I remember my mom using this as a way to try to get me to eat the spinach. But, you know, cooked spinach for a kid is not tasty. Not tasty at all. He was always ready to rescue olive oil from danger. His rival was named who? Who knows his rival? What was his rival's name? Popeye the Sailor is, of course, correct. Popeye the Sailor Man. You remember his rival? Who was his rival's name? Or his buddy? Who was his buddy? Olive Oil, of course, was his girlfriend. His adventures often ended with a brawl and a catchy tune. His name reflects his squinty eye. Yes, it does. Yeah, yeah. Those are both of them. Ludo, Brutus. Yeah. You remember his buddy? Wasn't there something about burgers, eating burgers or something? His buddy, I can't remember. I think so. Popeye's spinach obsession boosted real spinach sales in the U.S. by more than 30%. There you go. Okay, let's move on. Number 7. This bear lived in Jellystone Park, and he was smarter than the average bear. Woo-hoo. He often schemed to steal picnic baskets. His loyal sidekick was Boo Boo. Park Ranger Smith was his frequent foil. Wimpy, yeah, that was it. Wimpy. Very good. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday. For a hamburger today. Yes. Yogi! That's correct. Boo boo! Boo boo buddy! Yogi! Jellystone Park. And he was smarter than the average bear. Yogi Bear was so popular, he got his own feature-length movie decades before that became trendy for cartoons. It was one of the first movies. There you go. Yogi Bear. Who knows the year? Anybody? Excuse me. Picnic basket. 61. Close enough. Close enough. All right. Another favorite. This was TV's first prime time animated sitcom. Prime time. It was set in a comical modern Stone Age. The main couple were named Fred and Wilma. Okay. Obviously, you guys know this one. It's the Flintstones. Okay, who were their neighbors? Who were their friends? What were their names? What was their name? And who remembers Fred's job? What was Fred's job? And what was Fred and Wilma's pet's name? So lots of things. Lots of things. Okay, so the neighbors were Barney and somebody and their last name. Bedrock. Very good. Appreciate the bedrock. Rock quarry. Yeah. He worked at a rock quarry. Correct. Dino. Very good. Barney and what was her name? And what was her last name? Anybody know? It was like a real live actor movie that copied this cartoon, right? The Flintstones? I think so. Yeah. Betty. Marty and Betty Rubble. There you go. All right. Top 5. Here we go. This duo's episodes were almost entirely wordless. Cool. The cat's goal was always to catch the mouse. Unsuccessfully. Their battles often escalated to outrageous cartoon violence. That's right. These guys have been banned recently. They're no longer allowed. Badu. Doctor with the short answer. Alex. Very good. Any guesses on the year that this debuted? King's back in the house. What's going on? Back in the house for a little Tom and Jerry. You missed Heckle and Jekyll, King. The series won multiple Academy Awards. Holy camole. Their names are off air in the title. Of course, we already got that. And in the early ones, a single Tom and Jerry short cost more to produce than some live action movies. Oh, so the cartoons were expensive to make. Who knew? 1940, so close enough, King. Within the 1 year allowance. Tom and Jerry. There we go. And yeah, they're now banned. Can you watch it on YouTube? I'm not sure. Maybe. Okay, number 4. Okay, I need the exact correct answer for the show name. This TV show was a compilation of classic theatrical shorts. It featured multiple Looney Tunes stars. The most famous rabbit in animation was the headliner. Fast-paced desert chases were also a staple. The title names 2 of the main stars, one feathered and one furry. All right. Who knows this one? The Animaniacs. I like that. Duffy and Bug Show. No. But Daffy was certainly featured show once in a while. But the show had a distinctive name with 2 of the stars. 2 of the stars. There you go. That's close enough, Doctor. Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner Hour. It was an hour-long cartoon show. The show's "What's Up, Doc" and "Beep Beep" catchphrases became pop culture staples worldwide. This was a big show. All right, top 3. Here we go. I've got this bird living outside my house right now. This bird had a maniacal, unforgettable laugh. He was mischievous and prone to causing chaos. His bright red head made him easy to spot. This is an early version. They changed him around a little bit later. He often outwitted much bigger rivals. Yeah. Badoo. You're correct. Yeah, I've got woodpeckers. I've got hardwood out in my forest. I got some woodpeckers. Not too many though. I don't hear them too much. I think there are predators in the neighborhood. We have a large brown hawk that tends to run the roost. Woody Woodpecker is correct. Who knows the year? Anybody have a guess on what year? His name is both a species and a tongue twister. Woody's laugh was so distinctive that it became a sound effect used in other shows. There you go. Oh, Macy Day Parade. Yeah. They used the one where they changed them into like blue and red, right? Yeah. This was the original. All right, 1940. Yeah, King. All right. Top 2. Okay, I need the name of the show. This animation umbrella introduced dozens of beloved characters. So this was pre-Bugs Bunny Road Hour. This is well before that. This was like, it started as a theatrical short series before coming to TV. So yeah, this used to be what you'd see, my intermission show. Yeah, kind of the same. This is what you used to see. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig are just the beginning. All right, King. So that's the first part of the title I'm looking for. How about if I said Looney Tunes / Almost, Doctor. Almost. Not quite. Any other guesses? Warner Brothers used the cartoons to promote their music catalog, which is why the early shorts were so full of songs. Interesting. 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 So Looney Tunes and you guys are all around it. There you go, Doc. Merry Melodies. Merry Melodies. All the way back 1930. 1930. All right, number one, With a Bullet, Old Time Cartoons, has been mentioned on the show. This mystery comedy starred a talking Great Dane. The team solved spooky cases with supposedly supernatural villains. Every episode ended with unmasking the culprit. That's true. Every episode ended with unmasking the culprit. The gang traveled in a colorful van called the Mystery Van. It's like a hippie van, right? They traveled in a hippie van. Yeah. Very good. You guys know. But what's the full name? Scooby-Doo, Karma. The title is the dog's name followed by a question. The original pitch was for a rock band that solved mysteries. Scooby and Shaggy were the only parts that survived from the original concept. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Okay. So, what do you guys think? Was Scooby based on Astro? Kind of similar, right? They both have a speech impediment, both similar looks. What do you think? Maybe? Possibly? Alright, well that was kind of fun, right? Revisiting the old time cartoons. Bonus stuff. Alright, what are we doing next? Wednesday. We're still doing Wednesdays. And let me see what we got here. There we go. Robert Downey Jr. movies. How's that sound? Anybody like that? Oh, and then but you probably won't like the top 20 philosophers of all time. Might be fun. Top 20 philosophers. And then, of course, we will offer a bonus round as well. Yeah, we haven't done Robert Downey yet. So let's do that, huh? Oh, and, quick question. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw my post, but, in the fall, I'm going to try to switch back just once a week if possible. And maybe I'll do 3 fresh rounds plus a bonus round, just doing it once a week. Do you and I know everybody's going to vote for different days and we'll have to figure it out, but do you prefer the Sundays or do you prefer the Wednesdays? I need to, if you guys have any input on that, the poll is on my channel page. You can answer there or you can throw it out right now if you want. Sundays or Wednesdays, if we're only going to go once a week, is there definitely yeah, Tropic Thunder's probably on the list, Doctor, wouldn't you think? That one is so classic. That is such a classic movie, comedy movie. All right. Well, and if we go to once a week, it's possible we could do just something that's a lot easier for me to produce or something on the other day. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that. But if I go to once a week, we'll make sure we do three fresh rounds plus. If everybody's still in the house, we could do a bonus round after that. So maybe you get a little bit more. You lean towards Sunday? Yeah, on the poll on my channel page, it's leaning towards Sunday too. So in all likelihood, that's where it's headed, unless all of a sudden there was a movement against that. Anyway, guys, as always, super appreciate you being here. I have the compilation video to throw at you on the way out the door.
This bar's the place I call my home. I sip this swallow pride, pretend the moonlight lights by my side. Tell me, was it ever real, or just a song you used to feel? I still burn. I still ache. I still whisper your name when I break. In this velvet room where memories bloom, I still wait for a shadow to take shape.